A game that I have not been on in feels like a year, but it hasn't been a year, it's only been a few months. This game can never get myself to play it anymore. And we're going to be talking about that. Why can't you just get on Overwatch 2 anymore in general and just play and have fun? Why is the experience not fun anymore? Let me just start off by saying I haven't had a queue like that in forever. I think that was like at least a 20-minute queue for a quick play game to get into a game. And in my opinion, I think it's just because of how stale it is. I mean, every update is literally just skins and trying to make more money off the skins in the market like that in the shop. They don't give us a new map. They don't give us a new mode. They keep the modes the same. They keep the maps the same. There's literally no difference at all in this game anymore. It's the same thing over and over again. You can argue, you know, Counter-Strike does the same thing. Counter-Strike's the same thing over and over again. But at least they try sometimes to bring more maps into the game. And that game is not as easily boring as Overwatch can be. Like, Overwatch can be 1,000 times more boring than CS, than Valorant, and all these other games. And like I said, those games actually try... Did I just kill somebody? Killed the Widow by accident. Those games actually try to make new maps. Like, Valorant comes out with new maps randomly every now and then, you know? This game, same maps over and over, recycle over and over and over and over again. And I'm just so sick of it. I'm sick of seeing it. A company that's got this much money, Blizzard, and they don't want to put out any new maps. Like, put out more than one map. Put out multiple new maps. I don't understand why we're having such a tough time doing that. I just don't get it. And they wonder why the player base is dying out. They wonder why less people are playing it each and every day. I just don't get it. That's not even counting the new modes. There's no new modes at all either. So they're not even trying to experiment with anything for competitive. And when I say new modes, not quick play modes, not modes that are just like for casuals, you know. Like, you can make casual modes as well, you know, that's cool. But I'm talking about modes that actually will stay in the game for a long time, that will be in the competitive mode, so it'll stick around for a long time, and a lot more people want to play it rather than just quick play, right? It'll actually mean something for the game. But there's nothing. Nothing at all. Like, it just makes no sense to me how this game is even alive still. Some amount of the player base still plays, of course, and they try to have fun. But the whole community is just... I don't know. I feel like the game has too much toxicity in it as well because of these problems of no new maps, no new content. Those problems kind of make the community salty as well. And it kind of backlashes with everybody in the game, so everybody just gets irritated at each other. Because you're playing this game non-stop, right? And you're like maining Overwatch. It's like there's nothing to do. So you're doing the same thing over and over again. Each competitive game, same thing over and over again. And there's nothing different. So it's like, I would be irritated too. And that's how I was on this game. Like, I get on this game, try to kill Anna. I get on this game when I was maining it and only playing Overwatch for content. And then I get so bored so quickly. I would literally get on this game, make a YouTube video, get right off. And that's it. Like, I would beg for the lords above to make me get off of this game. Please, like, please let me make this video quick enough so I can get off the game. I wasn't having fun at all. And that's the problem. Like, they gotta do something. What do you guys think? Leave a comment down below. What do you guys think they should do with this game? Should they start updating it harder? Which that's what I think. They should just update the game more. Like, come on, do something. You have enough money. Stop trying to sell new skins. Fix the game first. Fix all the problems that the game has. It still has... Okay, well, it still has major problems, this game. I will admit, taking like over a month break off this video game does kind of make it easier for me to come back and play it like I'm doing right now. But the problem is, I'll get bored after like the next 2 games. For example, a new game came out, or is coming out. It's not out yet. It was in beta. As you guys saw on my YouTube channel, Fragpunk. God dang it. Fragpunk, that game is different. That game's like a mix of Valorant, Counter-Strike, kind of like this game as well, with the abilities in it, of course, right? So it's got a lot of different mixes. It's got a card system in it. This game doesn't have any of that. It's just like, you know, it used to be fresh and new when Overwatch 1 first came out. It was fresh, but it's just not anymore. And I feel like new games like Fragpunk are going to just take over the scene. Once that officially releases, that's just going to take over the scene. I feel like this game is just going to die out once all these games start to come out, all these new genres and new innovative FPSs come out. This game's just going to wash away. And it's going to be no one's fault but Blizzard's, right? I'm sorry, but like a little patch here and there, a couple patches here and there every month is not enough to sustain this game. It's just not. I don't know what they're even thinking about doing that. It's like they just want it to die. It's like a skeleton crew working on this game rather than a full development team. I didn't even get into the heroes that released for this game. Like, where's the new hero at? We got Venture. That was so long ago. Okay, Widow. That was so long ago. Venture was so long ago. I don't understand where a new hero is. Like, in any other video game, I would think, yo, let's, like, get out a new character. It's been, like, over a month. Let's make a new character, you know? Nothing. There's nothing. It just makes no sense why there's no new character. There's nothing innovative in the game yet. And it's been the same thing over and over again. And that's what makes it stale. Super stale. It doesn't help either that the competitive scene for this game basically died out. That Blizzard themselves actually got sued by the competitive teams and the companies that ran that organization. And now they're trying to bring it back, which is kind of insane that they're even trying to bring it back. But they are in a different country, I think, or something like that, which just sounds crazy to me. I feel like that's just not going to work out because there's hasn't been anything different in the game since like Overwatch 1, and that was like years ago. So there's nothing different. It's going to be the same exact matches, the same exact ways it was played, just -1 tank, and that -1 tank is just going to be very boring for the audience to watch. Having 1 tank in this game kind of destroyed it as well. A lot of people say that, you know, having 2 tanks is way better, and I agree with them because, like, it's not just because of the nostalgia of Overwatch 1. It's more of how the game worked. The game worked better with 2 tanks. It did not work good with 1 tank. It doesn't at the moment. It's terrible. I think it's awful. Just 2 tanks were way better. Even when there was a shield meta where everybody would just 2 tanks and there's just ultimate shields and there's 1,000 shields, I'd rather have that than 1 tank. 1 tank just means that if you have 1 tank, your tank is bad, you lose the game. Simple as that. Especially in high level play, top 500, you literally just lose the game instantly. There's no way of winning the game if your tank is bad, unless your DPS kills their whole enemy team over again 5 times. And yeah, it's as simple as that. When you had 2 tanks, at least if 1 is super bad, then your second tank can obviously pick up his slack. 2 tanks is better than 1. I don't think anyone can change my mind on that subject either. That's just how it is. And Blizzard will never go back to 2 tank, it looks like, because they're so stuck with the 1 tank and trying to bounce around it. I just think it just destroyed the game. This game, honestly, is... I don't know, it's always been terrible. It's always got terrible reviews on Steam, and there's a reason for that. It's just not good. I feel that Overwatch 1, even when the coin flip era was a thing, if you guys remember that, there was a coin flip system, and that was awful. No one liked it. It was like RNG. If you got the bad side, then you basically lost the game. And that was better, at a better peak of Overwatch, a better time for Overwatch than what we have right now. The coin flip system is a better time than what we have right now. And that's insane. That is just crazy. Like, look at Doomfist is on tank. Why is Doomfist a tank? The world may never know. Like, that's, in my opinion, it's not a tank. I'm sorry. Doomfist is not a tank. Even after all this time with him being a tank, he's not a tank. I'm sorry. To put him back to DPS, I just don't understand. They make some of these weird decisions in the game too, like that, and just like making these tanks that are just like not a tank, like him. He's a DPS. Let's be honest here. Punches people, has no shield, has like, even if he doesn't have a shield, like it's not a tank. It's just like he plays by himself the whole game. To get kills and do anything, he just plays by himself. Back to the maps as well, they did remove some maps in this game from Overwatch 1 to Overwatch 2, so they removed some maps that were actually they weren't that good, but they were pretty decent. And I feel like you're just getting rid of replayability when you remove maps, of course, so it's like, I don't know why they even did that. And that's basically what's happening with Overwatch 2. What do you guys think about Overwatch 2 and how it's going right now? Can you guys still hop on the game and play? Are you guys still consistent players with this game? Have I quit this game? Kind of, but I can still go back to it to try to make videos on it. But like I said, I probably wouldn't have fun doing it. If you guys really want to see content of this game, maybe once in a while. But I've been trying to focus on other content like Fragpunk, and that popped off a little bit, so that was good. That I can do other games and people actually support my videos, other than just Overwatch, of course. I just can't get myself to even jump on this game anymore and play it. Like I said, I just really can't. Even though I'm good at it, I'm really good at it, it's just not fun. It's really not. The only reason I'm able to play right now is just because I haven't played this game so long, so feels fresh to me, even though it's not. Feels a little like different than everything I've been playing, like I said. Also, the other thing is that there's no content to really make on this game. Like, there's content as a YouTuber. There's like, you know, you can make guides. That guy got so... That's crazy. I've never seen that before. You know, you can make content like guides on this game like I did nonstop. But other than that, there's not really much you can do as in content, which is really sad. I don't get anybody with this blade, am I? Nope. Okay. But yeah, like I said, there's no content. There's nothing to make. What are you gonna do? Even Flats is having a problem with this game. Like, you know, Flats, if you play Overwatch, you know Flats is like one of the biggest content creators for this game, and I think J9 or whatever his name is, or Justin, I think his name is, something like that. But yeah, they're like the biggest content creators, and they literally go in custom games and make random videos because there's nothing else to make. There's no real content for this game, so they have to make their own content. And when you have to make your own content for a game, that's really not good. Yeah, once you have to make your own content for a game, that's like, what are you doing? You're not playing a brand new game, you're playing an old game then at that point. You're playing a game that's like, it feels like I'm playing like Call of Duty World at War. Or like, I don't know. Give me another example. Gears of War 1. I don't know. Halo 1. It feels like I'm playing an old game like that gets no updates and it's just dead. And I have to make my own content. That's what it feels like. It doesn't feel like a game that's consistently getting updates. It doesn't feel like a game that's consistently getting new maps. It's not getting consistently new modes. It's not getting consistently new anything other than skins and skins. And skins and balance changes that don't really matter because they get changed the next week or however long they update them. They update them really slow. And the new character comes out once every 10 years, basically, it feels like. And the new character doesn't really change that much. As you can see, no one's playing Venture in this game. Like, even in competitive, no one really plays Venture because Venture's not that good. But yeah, that's my thoughts on Overwatch 2 at the moment in the state that it's in. I really hope this game gets better because I did love Overwatch. I used to play Overwatch 1 all the time, of course. I just don't think it'll ever change back into what it used to be, the 2-tank meta, and back into the fun it used to be. It's just not fun. And the community is just, as in for the ranked play and like multiplayer play, it's just not something where I want to play it all the time and argue with 12-year-olds over what's going on in the game and how we lost because someone's playing bad and then they blame it on someone else. It's like, leave a like on this video if you guys did enjoy this video, and if you guys are not subscribed already, you can always hit that subscribe button, turn on the bell notification icon so you get notified when I do upload a brand new video here on YouTube. And yeah, have a great day and or night, guys. Okay, peace.